Anyway, look, this is from Mike Keegan. He has said we're going to start off talking about we will talk about the sale because there's a couple of updates, but Mike Keegan has said the conclusion of Man United's takeover process is likely to happen in the next few days. But we're going to start off with the the Mason Greenwood story, which comes in from Mike Keegan as well. He says Manchester United are considering letting Mason Greenwood go. A loan is the biggest possibility next season. There is interest from clubs in Italy, Spain and Turkey. United could still release Mason Greenwood should they find that he brought the club into disrepute. Loaning Greenwood out for a season would allow Manchester United to gauge the overall public opinion, as well as evaluating his performance levels and mental health. So basically what's happening is that Mason Greenwood and Manchester United, their investigation into all of this is going to be concluded very, very soon. We spoke about this openly as a community. We were talking about it in Dublin the other night. Mason Greenwood, something has to happen. You can't keep sweeping it under the carpet. That's not fair on anybody. It's not fair on the people who don't want him at the club. It's not fair on the people who do want him at the club. It's not fair on the club. It's not fair on Ten Hag. It's not fair on the player themselves. So United have got to make a decision, and that decision's got to be made in the next few weeks because players will be back for pre-season tour in about 3 or 4 weeks. So they've got to make a decision on Mason Greenwood. The feeling is that the loan deal, we've even discussed it, we're not stupid. The feeling is that a loan deal will be what happens because it caters for all eventualities. It basically buys you time. That's what a loan deal does. It allows you to, look, if Manchester United let him go, then they lose him completely. And he's got 2 years left on his contract. It probably cost them 10 million. 10 million, you pay him to go and you don't get any transfer fee. So that's one thing they could do. They could loan him. He's on a 2-year contract. They could loan him. If he does okay, you could sell him next summer. So, and somebody be paying his wages. So, look, or you loan him, public opinion changes, and then he comes back. So the obvious thing to do is loan him because football's not about morals. We know footballs aren't about morals anyway. Football's about business, and the best business sense is to loan him off and buy yourself time and see what he does while he's on loan, and retain the value of the player. That's always what United were going to do. I think the hardest thing would have been to let him go because you've got to pay him off and then he goes for nothing. The second hardest thing would have been to try and include him in the team from the start, which I think you'd get massive backlash from the media and rival fans and some United fans. The obvious choice, the 80%, 85%, 90% choice is to loan him. So I think it's the most logical thing to do.